We have the rerun of a pretty long-awaited collab, which was probably one of our more hype collabs because of how cracked, I guess, the units were for collabs in general. So we have a rerun of Overlord. Taking a look at this banner, we're going to see two new units being Demiurge and Narborough Gamma, I guess is how you say that. And then we have Ainz, Albedo, Shaltir, and Kakaitis returning. And then the classic filler of the Nashi, Green Sariel, Red Tarmiel, Demon Chandler, Demon Kusak, Green Ludo, and Gelda. Now, Gelda's going to be the real eye candy here, probably followed by Nanashi for newer players. And if you haven't 6/6Ds, Graces, that's pretty good. And obviously demons are not in a high note right now, and neither are angels. So we're pretty much looking obviously for the two new units. And then obviously we're not gonna snub up any extra copies of the old collab units. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the tickets because I did hand out a free multi just for logging in for the you know, first 2 days. That's cool. Right off rip, nothing there, not bad. So we'll take a look at their kits here really quickly because I think their kits are. I hear, what was it? Demiurge is really good for, I think, PvP, and then Gamma was really good for Rat apparently. So we'll take a look at their kits, see what they got going on, and see if these summons are any good. So first up is going to be Demiurge. At the start of battle, Mind Control is applied on the enemy with the highest attack, and an enemy that has a lower attack than the hero. The hero is given the additional race demon. Oh, for each demon ally participating in battle, their basic stats increase by 5%, and their damage decreases by 10. At the start of the ally's turn, whoops, I scrolled down. At the start of the ally's turn, Blazing Inferno is applied on all enemies for 2 turns, and the hero's damage now increases by 50% when attacking with an attribute advantage. Okay. Second multi, the man that we're talking about, Demiurge, has shown up. That's pretty nice. Don't show again today. That's annoying. I didn't watch this animation, but I guess it's not a big deal. We got a handful of summons if we have to get 2 rotations. Wait, we don't, because we just got our first featured, and then we select, right? So, yeah, we're good. When an enemy uses a debuff attack skill, their maximum HP decreases by 30% for 1 turn. Okay, Mind Control is minus 30% damage dealt, and Demiurge cannot be targeted if other enemies exist. Oh, cool. Blazing Inferno, damage taken plus 15% can be stacked up to 8 times. Interesting. So they're adding an additional race again. This is basically a Gelda because he's based on Gnome, but then he works really nicely with demons. He's got a little bit of protection with the Mind Control, which is nice. And then he's buffing basic stats and decreasing damage taken for demons. And the Blazing Inferno, ooh, that really puts him in a nice spot. I can see why he's pretty hyped right now. So his first attack inflicts black fire damage equal to 400% of attack on 1 enemy, which is double crit chance, and then plus 80% for each Blazing Inferno. Okay. Second attack inflicts Inferno damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. Inferno is triple damage against debuffed enemies. Okay, we got a new weak point. Damage dealt increased by plus 50% on enemies affected by Mind Control. So that's pretty interesting because it's an AoE. It's basically a new weak point. It's ranged. This could be a pretty good attack. I can see that being kind of strong. And then his ultimate applies 4 Blazing Inferno effects on all enemies, inflicts Sever damage. Ooh, Sever. Equal to 525% of attack, and then Conflagration. Jesus Christ. Okay, so obviously Sever's that triple crit chance. We get 4 Blazing Infernos, which we mentioned is plus 50% on damage taken. And there she is, all the way there. It wasn't back-to-back, but those were our SSRs. Literally, I think we only got 2 SSRs so far, and it was Demiurge at 90 and then her at 210. I think we're going to just finish the rotation because what we're about to see here is on Demiurge's ults, apply Blazing Inferno, which is going to scale 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. And then the Conflagration effect is only active at 2, 6, and above. So we're definitely going to want to pick Demiurge here at our selector. So we're going to make sure to do that. And the attack scaling's, you know, not too bad. And then we'll go ahead and check Gamma, Narborough Gamma here. She's also an unknown, who would have thought. At the start of the battle, Shockwave are applied on all enemies for 2 turns. Then the attack of unknown race allies increases by 10% for each unknown race participating in battle. Okay, so we're a big fan of mono unknowns. Got it. Typical. When the hero uses an all-target attack, it applies shock effect, 2-star shock, on enemies hit for 2 turns. Oh, Cocytus. Okay, I'm getting the Collab dupes. I'm liking it. Alright. Increases unknown race allies damage dealt by 20% against enemies affected by shock or shock effects. Okay. So AoEs turn into shocks. Got it. Who else is like that right now? The AoE is an additional debuff, which is obviously relevant for Rat. Was it LR Glocks? Oh my god, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. First attack is going to... Oh, she's double range. She's blue and double range. Interesting. So it inflicts electric blast damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. Electric blast is attack-related stats plus 25% for each shock on enemies. Whoa. Ooh, Escanor. Now it says shock effect on enemies, so it's single target, but it still scales off of every shock on the board, which is pretty nice. And then her second attack is AoE Pierce, standard. And her ultimate is increases allies' basic stats by 30% for 3 turns, then inflicts power strike damage. Ooh, big fan of that. The attack scaling is pretty nice. What I'm noticing here is there is not a scaling on the basic stat increase. And an ultimate at 1/6 having a 30% basic stat increase, that is huge. That is insane. I feel like those kinds of scalings are only on like 6/6 ults. Like I feel like it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, something like that. So we're just starting off 30 for everybody at 1/6, and then a fat power strike. That's going to be some pretty good damage. Obviously, since her kit is really debuff focused, which is normally not the best in PvP right now, and she's really obsessed with finding a shock debuff onto opponents. So I can see how it's relevant in Rat, obviously, because the Rat likes poisons, bleeds, and shocks. So makes sense. We're clicking real slowly here because I wasn't sure. I know we have 2 SSRs. I know there's a fake somewhere. Oh, there's the second copy of Demiurge. Brother. Wait, did we get an Eska Annie and then not a second? I'm confused. Was that a different Escanor? Because I was not really watching it. Wow, we got another SSR. Okay. So, I mean, with 2/6 on Demiurge now, who do we pick at the final countdown? Did anybody else have any kind of scaling on ults that I want to look out for? That's the tricky thing. I'm not sure if they did. I can check. I guess I'll go check real quick. That's like all the way in the back. We'll skip that. Not all the way in the back, but not that bad. Kusak. I don't think Ainz did. He did have scaling on its death brands, but that's not going to be affected by 2/6. I think it's like 4/6 is when that goes up. We could check Albedo here. Suppression damage. Or sorry, no, quell damage. That's nothing crazy either. Nothing unique to that. Shaltir. I might do Shaltir actually, because she is also going to be good in Rat. Because her thing is increasing all of her own stats. And then obviously her kit revolves around bleeds. So she could be good. That could be a relevant ult level. Obviously Albedo could be too, but I feel like the majority of her kit revolves around her counter. And then Cocytus is nothing, so I'm going to skip that again. I don't really want to watch the whole thing. We got an extra copy of Albedo anyways, so... what is it? We have 2/6 Demi, 2/6 Albedo, 2/6 Cocytus. I just established that I don't think Gamma had anything needed, so... And we get a Cocytus copy tomorrow? I got stars in the sky? Oh my god, we're chilling. We are chilling. I really don't know who I should put this selector into. I feel like Shaltir is the way to go, right? It's gotta be, at least at this point. I think if I'm gonna try to use like a full unknown team on Rat, then it would be nice. Because that, like I said, that all stat boost is gonna be pretty big for her. Especially if I got to clutch up with her for some reason. Okay, this one's in the front. I'll click for it. Twigo, one more R, right? Yep, and then show whoever you are. We need to see some Gelda, actually. 3-6 Demi. Oh my god. Do we just grab 4-6 and just say fuck it? Nah, I don't think we need to do. That's overkill, right? I mean, we might have to do a PvP team with him. That might have to be something we do, like, immediately. We haven't done PvP, like, videos in a while, so I mean, Demiurge might have to make a little come-up. I'm not even gonna lie. We have Escanor in the sky again. I swear to God, if it's another Demiurge, I might just 6-6 him. Because if he's gonna be him and show up this much, I cannot say, who am I to decline the man, you know? And that's also to hope that his team stays relevant for a while, because meta's been shifting pretty fast, especially with these monthly. Oh, it's because it's Eternal Eska. It's not the like OG Eska that guaranteed a 2 SSRs. I see. Okay, all the way in the back. Not too worried about it. Ooh. Gamma. That's okay. I guess, man. Man, oh man. I'm gonna have to think about it. Let me think. So with a brief intermission of about 2 seconds, I've decided that I'm just gonna grab another copy of Demiurge, because fuck it, we ball, he's gonna be my guy. So, we'll grab that. And that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's 3-6. Narbarol is 2-6. We got the extra Albedo. We got an extra Cocytus, and then we're getting another one tomorrow. Fortunately, we didn't get any Gelda. That's pretty much the only filler unit I think we need. But we didn't really get too many filler units in general. So that's honestly a W. We'll take it. Big dub on the rerun. So if you guys like the summons, drop a thumb. Maybe sub if you're into that. And I'll see you in the next one.